Hey Wolfpack, happy Turkey Day. Today is Tuesday, November 20th, 2018. I'm Desiree O'Grady.
And I'm Rainy Knight.
And this is your Wolfpack News.
Desiree O'Grady.
Dylan Brown.
Rainy Knight. River White.
Preston Welch.
Hey Wolfpack, this is Preston Welch, and I'm here with some facts. Did you know that Benjamin Franklin wanted the turkey to be the national bird, not the eagle? Americans eat 46 million turkeys each Thanksgiving. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin's first meal in space after walking on the moon was foil packets with roasted turkey. Now here are some interviews with your local classmates asking what they think about Thanksgiving and what their plans are.
Some questions. What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for my mom, my dad, my grandma.
Alright, what are you thankful for?
My family. Yeah.
What do you do for Thanksgiving?
We usually just go to my grandma's house and eat and go around the table saying what we're thankful for.
My whole family from upstate is coming down, eating, going out.
All right, so what are you thankful for, Preston?
Well, I'm thankful for my friends and family, always being there for me, being the real troopers.
That's awesome. It's always good to be. So what do you and your family do for Thanksgiving?
Bro, we just grub, and then we get ready for that Black Friday. We ready to trample people in the stores, stampede.
What does Thanksgiving mean to you?
To me, Thanksgiving is a time to get together with family, eat some good food, and watch some football.
Yeah. So is that what you plan on doing this for Thanksgiving?
That and unfortunately working, yeah.
3, 2, 1.
How do you feel about Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays. I get to spend time with my family, I get to spend time with people I enjoy. It's one of my favorite holidays. It's the best.
Okay, that's facts.
Okay. Well, what do you plan on doing this Thanksgiving?
Probably traveling, go hang out with family.
Sounds fun.
Oh, we good? Alright. Thanksgiving originated from a harvest festival. The Pilgrims celebrated that event that the Americans called the first Thanksgiving after the first harvest in the New World, also known as United States, in October 1621. The feast lasted 3 days and observed by an attendee, Edward Winslow. It was attended by 90 Native Americans and 53 Pilgrims. Thanksgiving has been celebrated nationally off and on since 1789 with a proclamation by George Washington after a request by Congress. Thomas Jefferson did not want to observe the holiday, and a celebration of the holiday was on hold until the presidency of Abraham Lincoln, when the Thanksgiving became a federal holiday in 1863. That's it for the Thanksgiving cast, and we'll see you after break.
Hey Wolfpack, I'm Dylan Barone, and this is your national news. Last Wednesday at a Thousand Oaks, California restaurant and line dancing destination known as the Borderline Bar and Grill, a 28-year-old veteran entered the crowded night spot and shot 12 people. Police reported the body of the attacker was found after the restaurant was cleared of its high school and college-aged line dancing patrons. The man was divorced, lived with his mother, and had been alternately described as a stable man by his close friends and moody and dark by his neighbors. Law enforcement suspects the attacker might have suffered a measure of PTSD after serving time in a combat zone overseas. Thousand Oaks Mayor Andy Fox took the opportunity to remind the country that Thousand Oaks has often been called one of the safest cities in the country, and hailed the police officer who died responding to the emergency as a hero, who is survived by a wife and child and was only 1 year away from retirement.
Hello Wolfpack, it's time for another edition of the Wolfpack 5. I'm not Jerry Rose.
And I'm not Jerry Rose either.
Today we're not Jerry Roses with 5 Veterans Day facts.
Since the nation just celebrated the efforts of those in uniform, first up at number 1, more than 16 million living veterans have served during at least one war.
Number 2, 7 million veterans served during the Vietnam conflict.
And at number 3, of the 16 million Americans who served during World War II, only about 558,000 are still alive.
And number 4, in 2014, 3 million veterans received compensation for a service-connected disability. And lastly, at
number 5, there are 3 states that have more than 1 million veterans as residents. The states are Florida at 1.6 million vets, Texas with 1.7 million veterans, and California, which boasts 1.8 million men and women having served in uniform. That's it for today's edition of the Wolfpack 5, and a special thank you to all those in our viewership who have served.
your efforts are appreciated and will not be forgotten.
That's it for today's news. Don't forget there's no school for the rest of the week.
So on behalf of the WPLR crew, happy Turkey Day. And remember,
If it's turkey, it's at the academy.